Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, Super Bowl 53 is in the books. We can officially turn the page to the 2019 season. And, to another Titans mailbag. Brady Bledsoe from Cumberland Furnace, Tennessee. Question: who are you looking to draft with your first-round draft pick? Jim, ask me after free agency. Talking about the NFL draft, and looking at mock drafts, are fun in February. But they're kind of a joke right now, since free agency will shuffle things up. I could say edge rusher with the first-round pick now, but that would change if the Titans signed a pair of edge rushers in free agency. So I'll say, ask me in April. Wesley Morgan, Maricopa, Arizona. Question: hello Jim, I appreciate the work that you do as well as all the Titans media team to keep fans such as myself informed and a part of the organization. This is more of a request of yourself, Mike Keith, and Amy Wells. I have read nothing but raving reviews of Arthur Smith becoming our next OC and look forward to seeing him in action as a play caller. Could you interview Arthur Smith? I think as a fan I want to see the same spark the rest of the organization and those around him see in Arthur, as well as where he sees this offense going. I'm not asking for trade secrets. Maybe on the OTP you guys can have Arthur on the show either in person or calling in to give people an inside look at what is to come in 2019. Jim: hey Wesley. For starters, you're in luck. Arthur Smith is being made available to the media in Nashville on Tuesday. Same goes for defensive coordinator Dean Pease. Greg Gillespie from New Braunfels, Texas. Hi Jim. Longtime fan ever since Jerry Glanville asked my dad to be the team's chiropractor during the 3 years that they had spring training in my hometown of San Marcos, TX, in the late 80s. I've been defending Mariota, saying he's had a new signal caller every year. He's lacked top-tier receivers, inconsistent running game, and bad protection. The Titans aren't known for making huge moves in off-season, but do you think this is the year they finally heavily invest in supporting offensive players? I'd love to either watch him thrive after filling these voids, or realize he's not the guy by eliminating these excuses. Thank you Jim. Hey Greg. Well, time will tell. I agree there's help needed on the offensive side of the ball, from receiver to interior O-line to depth at tight end. There's no question in my mind we're going to see some additions, and possibly revamping. I have a feeling it will come with a combination of draft picks and free agent. Marcus needs some more help, from guys making plays to guys protecting him. Carlos Del Valle from Querétaro, Mexico. Question: hola Jim. Gracias por tomarte tu tiempo para contestar nuestras preguntas. Estoy muy contento con el rumbo que leva el equipo, pero me preocupa reemplazar a Orocco y Morgan. Si bien Landry y Finch son buenos jugadores, ¿crees que debería ser nuestro primer pick en el draft un reemplazo? ¿Quién sería buena opción? Jim: hola Carlos. Definitivamente se necesita ayuda allí. Como saben, Orocco se está retirando, y después de hablar con Derek Morgan en el Super Bowl, realmente no suena como un hombre que espera regresar. Así que eso deja a Harold Landry, Kamala Correa y Sherry Finch. Estoy esperando algunas adiciones aquí, posiblemente en la agencia libre y en el borrador. El armario es delgado. Nikki Vad from Monroe, Wisconsin. Question: well, I'm from Wisconsin and I can't ever go to a home game. What would you say would be the easiest way to get tickets? I've never been to a game yet and would love to go to one this upcoming season. Jim: hey Mickey, when the dates are released for the schedule in April, identify a game and buy tickets. Some should be available right out of the gate, but I'm guessing the Saints and Chiefs tickets go the fastest. Ed Lake from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Question: hey Jim. Any consideration these days for installing a turf field? If not, why not? The field has looked pretty bad despite the usual resodding by December every year since the stadium opened. Jim: hey Ed, I've heard no buzz about this. I actually thought the field held up well in 2018. Why not change? Most players prefer the grass field, and so do I. Ray Howard from Kennett, Missouri. Question: Hey Jim. Now that the Super Bowl is done and we can focus on off-season, I have an interesting question. Proposal. What are the possibilities of the Titans orchestrating a trade, free agent signing as part of a strategy to keep a high-profile player away from our division rivals? Take Le'Veon Bell for instance. I've seen a lot of experts having him pegged for either the Texans or Colts, which would be something I'm sure the Titans do not want to see. But say we offer him a deal to sign with us just to trade him to somewhere like Green Bay. What would be some of the reasons that this would or would not be a viable strategy, and how would it affect our cap space if at all? Thanks Jim, and can't wait for some more Titans football. Jim: Hey Randy. I've seen some of these reports, too. Well, I'm sure no one wants to see Bell end up in the division. Your scenario just isn't realistic. The GM will make moves to help the team, but he's not going to be orchestrating deals to block players from other teams. Milo Ortiz from Falfurrias, Texas. Question: Good day Jim. I've been an Oiler, Titan fan for as long as I can remember. My question is, has anyone ever mentioned Warren Moon as a possible addition to our offensive leadership? I strongly believe he would be a great asset to our offense in any capacity, be it coordinator or at a minimum the quarterback coach. Jim: Hey Milo. I talked to Warren at the Super Bowl. He's a great guy, and he loves living on the West Coast. I'd give up on this dream. Jared Sadler for Mr. Juliet, Tennessee. Question: Hi Jim. Hope your 2019 is off to a great start. I've grown increasingly concerned about our lack of playmakers at the WR position. I've come to accept the fact that we're likely going to have to accept that Marcus is never going to be a Drew Brees or Tom Brady, but I believe that if we put the pieces in place around him, he can lead us to the promised land. That said, why have we consistently failed at bringing in a WR that absolutely scares defensive coordinators and makes life miserable for opposing defenses? Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but we are among the bottom of the NFL when it comes to money spent at the position. Should this not be priority number one in this year's free agency? Why go the draft route again and run the risk of not knowing what you're going to get, when you can get a player with a proven track record who can come in and make an immediate impact? We can surround Marcus with the most talented O-lineman in the game, but if receivers can't get separation, is that enough? I know we'd hoped Corey Davis would be the guy, but do we really view him as a solid? Tighten up. Jim: Hey Jared. It's been busy, but it is off to a great start. Thanks. I'm with you on this. I do believe Corey Davis is going to be a star, and I thought he took a nice step in 2018. He should be better in 2019. But the Titans need to be better around him. Guys like Taywan Taylor, Tajay Sharp, Darius Jennings and Cam Batson will all be in the mix in camp, along with Devin Ross. The team needs more. I think it should be a priority as well, and I think it will be. Have a great week everyone.